Tell us a little bit about yourself and your experiences in the acquisition process.
So, my name is Marten Wallace. I am currently a senior acquisition advisor for the Afghan Army. I will be advising a Afghan two-star general for the next year. My experience, I, I was previously a soldier in the Army where I did acquisition, did small buys, and that experience led me to work with Defense Logistics Agency, General Services Administration, and Army Corps of Engineers, doing cradle to grave as contracting officer, contract specialist, every job in between.
Thank you. As an acquisition professional, what have you procured during your career?
So I've procured everything under the sun, from A&E to renovations, supplies, all kinds of services. You name it. I've pretty much bought everything within the federal government.
Thank you. What would you consider the best method for conducting effective market research?
One of the best methods to conduct market research is to go to Thomas Register. That's a website that I learned as an intern. Another good way would be actually to go to GSA schedules. That would be another way of looking for items or looking for small businesses.
Thank you. What are some of the best examples and best practices you have seen concerning market research?
So there's two examples that I'd like to share. One example is actually going on FedBizOps and looking at similar acquisitions to the items you're procuring, and looking at they send out RFIs, seeing what their responses is to RFIs. Another way is to actually look at the acquisition gateway, which has from GSA, which has a wealth of information. Additionally, the Department of Defense is coming up with a small business market research tool, which will be very helpful in the future.
Thank you. Where do you see the government acquisition process in the next 5 or 10 years?
So the General Services Administration right now is playing with artificial intelligence to procure items. It's kind of like an automatic acquisition. Additionally, there's going to be more of the government is going to go away from paper and go more online web acquisition. The Department of Defense has come up with a product called FedMall, and actually the General Services Administration is working to come up with an e-commerce system similar to what DLA is coming up with, and it'll revolutionize government acquisition.
Thank you. How do you involve or consider small businesses in your market research?
One of the good ways is to contact my internal small business person and see what small businesses may have contacted them, to see what their capabilities are. Another method of involving small businesses is through word of mouth, talking to my counterparts to find out what small businesses they've interacted with. And finally, a good way is to send out an RFI on your particular item, just to see what small businesses may be able to be involved in your product and in your acquisition.
Thank you. How do you stay up to date in market research?
One of the good ways is through going through the various conferences, through networking with my counterparts. They'll tell me about improvements in small business or in market research, and also they're just attending classes. So 2-day classes, things of that nature. That's very helpful in keeping myself up to date in market research.
Thank you.